Hello everybody, welcome back to a rainy day in Bohemia. Kingdom Come Deliverance with me Verix and Mutt and the Wonder Horse. Pebbles! Stop that. Alright, so we're gonna head south after getting some swag. So I think what we'll do is, in this episode, we shall continue the band of the bastards. I think that's what we'll do. And I may well fast travel thinking about it, because I feel like I've made this journey a fair bit. But maybe we'll just get through this area first. Because having said that,
Show what you're made of.
I don't recognise any of this. That was an English voice. So, oh, I'm over encumbered. So, yes, there's one of them. Okay. Good hit, sir. Don't hit my dog. Don't hit my dog. Good dog. Well done. Well done, Matt. Do I have anything to eat
Look what I've got
for you? I don't think I do. Oops. Not gonna like that, is he? Alright, just say well done. Just say well done.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy.
So there we go. Yes. He's got a carrot. He didn't even have anything to give my dog. Alright, we're over encumbered. Just by a little bit. Okay. Yep. He didn't seem like much of a bandit. He was probably just driven to such things. I guess most bandits are, though, aren't they? Thinking about it. Go this way. Looks more interesting. You know, no one decides I'm going to become a bandit or a thief. Usually, it's largely due to circumstance. Alright, yeah, I don't think we're going to find anything up here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel to the monastery. Went the wrong way there. If we find any trouble, let's try and flee. Yeah, because... Alright, we'll stop there, though. Don't know why I decided... Oh, hello. Yeah. Let's ambush the ambusher. Alright, there's at least one of them. Well, it's fairly obvious, isn't it? Hello? Alright, let's see how many more of them there are. Maybe there's some in here? No. Maybe there was just that one dude. Oh! Looks like it was just him. Not gonna take, well, why not? You wouldn't need him. Yeah, it was just that one. Okay. Definitely waiting in ambush, though. What you, sir? A ruffian. A ruffian. Well, there's 15 extra Russian. And I'll have my arrow back. But I've got plenty of loot. I don't need to. Listen, I don't like being ambushed. It usually ends badly. Another one here. Oh, I was wrong. Something here? Something. A skirmish. Oh, alright then, fine. Skirmishes are good.
És pont mikor kedvem lenne valakiből kiverni a lelket.
I think. Hopefully this is a skirmish and the game hasn't lied to me. Okay. Sword. I do wonder why I didn't get the use their weapons. There's only two of them. Don't know where the other one is. Probably dealing with what it sounds like. This guy is quite a challenge. Well, he was. Don't hit my dog. Don't you hit my dog, you. He's off. He's gone. He'll be back, I'm sure. Alright, let's have a look. I know there's some other guys down there, but... Alright, let's grab that, and the lockpick and the Grushin. And now... There are some more of them further down the... There they are. Archers, though.
Most vége!
Didn't have time to put me loot on my horse. It was very, very rude of you, sir. Should be able to deal with this guy, no trouble really. I wonder why this is an ambush, because it... No, why this is a skirmish, because it seems more like an ambush to me. This guy's old, he's grizzled. He's also like destroying me. One kind of issue I have with the game is that I think unless you do one of these combos, which I haven't learned, because I don't play it often enough to remember them, frankly. If you go on the offensive, it never works. You've got to wait for them to hit you. And then you can get them back like that. So there's absolutely no incentive to try and hit him, because I know it's not going to pay off. But when he hits me like this... Okay. Well, still, I mean, it still worked. I didn't get the parry on him. But even so. Yeah, they've all got those type of things on. Salami, there we go. The best armor, but hey. There's one dude up there. Wait, why was this a skirmish? Because they're all on the same side. Or maybe it's him that's... They were ambushing. Yeah. Wasn't it? I helped you out, didn't I? Gonna give me anything? Gonna acknowledge my presence at all? Yeah, so I saved him from those 3 Cumin archers. You're welcome, dude. You are welcome. Yeah. Well, it's a bit more loot. Lost our dog for a bit though, but it happens. I should travel here, shouldn't I? That's where I'm going. Eventful ride home so far. Another one here. Nope. How about here? We're making past these woods. We're there. We're home. Right, we're not home, but you know what I mean. We have made it to our destination. We got a lot of things to sell. It's gonna be too late, isn't it? So Really, I should have. Stop, Henry, stop! Oh well. We're getting dark now. Yeah, hi. Well, the dog's back. These guys are still open, so maybe Master Orta's about.
Here you are. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome. Oh, and this looks really shady. I mean, all right. Yeah, you're just this hooded figure lurking in the background. You are still awake and open. Okay. We'll just.
God save.
Okay. Well, this wasn't get the. Okay. So sidekick. Let's get rid of these. Let's just get rid of everything. I'm not going to fix him. I'm just going to. He's got 17 grand. Well, let's get rid of all this. Whoops. Get rid of all this then. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Bye. Bye. Alright, yeah, it's a 4. You know, I mean, that's alright, isn't it? Besides, we'll be able to get it up to, yeah, 4 exactly if we haggle a bit. Maybe a bit more, actually.
Can we do something about the price?
A lot of metal there.
We can try it.
Metal. Okay, way more money than that. Way more. Maybe not that much. Maybe 40.
What do you say to this?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Okay.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Yeah. 400 extra there. About 10%. Good. Very good. So I want to know if I can get my stuff repaired by the tailor. Bit of an effort, wasn't it? The price is still open. It is like 8 o'clock at night. But this isn't modern day. Maybe the things just open and closed as they felt like it.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, your husband's still away. Can you do repairs,
My
though?
humble greetings.
No.
God be with you.
That's a bit annoying, isn't it? What it is. Fine. Leave pebbles alone.
Greetings, good.
Huh. It's weird how you're out here. I don't have anything for. Well, I could. Carrying around 13 grand. I need a weaponsmith.
Yeah.
I mean, it's raining as well. Why don't you guys just like sling up your tools for the day? How much money have you got? How much money have you got?
God save you, good night. What can... Bye.
Yeah, they never have any money for all these chalices and stuff that I keep carrying around. Let's go to the baths. Pressing E to use. It's E for most things. Don't know why isn't E for that. For that here. That thing. That's not the bath. Here's the bath. You know, it doesn't look like a nice refreshing rain. This, it seems pretty sort of bleak and chilly. So, bath maid, no.
Hurry up now and get me cleaned up. I can't wait around all day.
Certainly. Has something happened? If you're in such a hurry, it'd be quicker to go and jump in the pond.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
Has
yeah.
something happened?
Hey, you there. You going to hang around
are you
here
gaping
gaping
at?
like a stuffed squirrel all
paid?
day and night?
no.
You can't
Then
pay
get
for a
lost.
bath. Clear on.
Hey.
So all the... Oh, they don't like me running around, do they? All the shops are... Oh, there she is.
Jesus.
Just a bathmaid. So all the shops are open, but I can't find... The handmaiden woman, the matriarch, whatever her name is.
Hey,
What? Just looking for someone. Where is she? Nope. I have to skip our bath until tomorrow.
Answer me.
Yeah, all we can do is get our dog to attack people.
What are you staring at? You there. Are you going to hang around here gaping like
I'd like to pay for a bath. I would like to.
What are you gaping at?
I'm causing a disturbance, that's for sure. Yeah, I would like to pay for a bath actually, but can't. She ain't there. Fine. We'll get a regular room. Maybe do it tomorrow. I was gonna have a haircut and everything, but no. No, I'm not allowed. No. The game says no, so no. We'll put you away somewhere. The horses are supposed to go in here, you know. I think. Where are you going anyway? Have fun. Ow. Oh, you know what? I can't find the innkeeper now. Is that him? Why are you all... I guess because it's rain. I've never seen this before. It makes sense, I guess. They all... But why not hide in the inn?
Good night.
Why
What
not...
can I do for you?
Rather than the barn?
Can I sleep here?
Certainly.
You know that, Henry. You've done it before.
You're
You like sleeping on clouds. I mean, alright, so... Raining? So I have said before, makes little sense that they sit outside in the rain. So maybe there's been a slight patch that's tweaked the AI, so that when it rains, people take cover. And that in itself is good. You know, it makes sense. People are, but then I'll just stand in the barn. With the horses. Well, okay. I mean, wouldn't you prefer to be in here? In the actual tavern? Yeah. It's... They're getting there. Yeah, they're all undercover. I mean, that is pretty clever, how they know that even this is undercover. So I like that. They're getting there. Oh, we'll just go to bed with a burning torch. Oops. And then we'll nick some food and then maybe have a bath. Although, is there any point really? I suppose, yeah, because of laundering the garments and everything. We're going to go and see the bastards. I don't care what we look like. But that £4 we just got, will pay for either the butchers or the bakers. Yeah, I don't know which one to get. I'm guessing they're going to be placed on the same spot. I'm going to have a barracks. I've got a barracks. I remember buying it. Barracks rather than the stables. That to me makes a lot of sense. If you spent your money on Yeah, if you've got a lot of horses, speaking of which, morning, magical hearing steed. Then it makes sense to get the stables, I think, but otherwise, catch my head on that wreath.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're just going to head here. Where? Yeah, where? Yeah, so Renew the Church is on the list, but we're going to go there. Oh, yeah. After we've seen Yanka. I mean, that makes sense, right? This is probably... Well, I don't know. We'll I think that this DLC's coming to a close now. It was late yesterday. I didn't want to disturb her. Go and see her in the morning instead.
What are you snooping around here for?
Ooh. Seems I was mistaken. Find out what happens to... Yeah.
Where's Johanka?
She's locked up at the rat house. Orders of the bishop.
Locked up? For what?
For heretical speeches. Run along now. If you want to chat about it, go and talk to that monk who smells like an apothecary shop. He's in a flap about it too. God be with you.
I think I know who he means, but I've forgotten his name. This dude. Nicodemus!
What happened to Johanka?
Nothing good, I'm sorry to say. She was locked up by the papal inquisitor Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov. It seems he somehow caught wind of this preaching of hers. He's accused her of spreading heresy and had her placed under arrest.
Jesus Christ. What's going to happen to her?
I don't know, Henry. It all depends on the Inquisitor and how he decides. The accusations brought against Johanka are very serious.
When it says talk to, it doesn't mean I'm gonna talk to. So...
Well, we must do something.
Yes.
Well, you can try talking to Bishop Yaroslav. He can tell you more. As a servant of the royal hetman, your name ought to carry some weight with him. But watch your step. This matter is entirely in the hands of church law, so you mustn't overestimate your lay authority here.
Right. I'll go and see this Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov.
May God go with you. And thank you, Henry. I'm glad you're standing up for Johanka. If you need anything, do come and see me.
Any sleep. I just won't get any sleep.
Where can I find this Inquisitor?
He's staying here in the monastery grounds. His quarters are on the upper floor.
What exactly does an Inquisitor do?
The Inquisition is a papal institution that deals with heresy. So people don't succumb to charlatans, false prophets and deceptions, and put their faith and their immortal souls in jeopardy. The Inquisitors have all sorts of powers, the kind we here can do very little to stand up to.
And what can he do to Johanka?
I can't.
I'm not entirely sure. These legal issues are very complicated, but he could certainly excommunicate her, and maybe even sentence her to death.
What actually happened here?
Johanka told me you went to Auschwitz?
Yeah? What's that got to do with anything?
The Inquisitor showed up here not long after you left. Apparently he heard about Johanka's preaching somehow. He even observed one of her sermons outside the town in disguise. He had her brought to him and spent a long time trying to discourage her from what she was doing. But then she went out again to preach about her visions outside of town. But before she even started, the Inquisitor turned up with Fabian and the guards. He said Johanka had ignored his outright ban, and he had her taken away. Then he warned the people there that Johanka was spreading heresy and undermining the church's authority, and forbade them to listen to her.
That's all? Didn't you speak to the Inquisitor?
No, actually I didn't. He saw me there listening to her preaching, and I was afraid to come forward and talk to him.
Aha. Well, that's understandable.
Thanks.
It sounds pretty serious.
It is. I'm afraid it could be very serious indeed.
Who is this Bishop Yaroslav?
I've never heard of him before, but the prior has. He said he's very well learned and the Bishop of Sarepta.
Sarepta? Where's that, Moravia?
No, it's far, far away, near the Holy Land. He got the title from the Holy Father himself.
Titular bishop? Like he's not a real one?
It's, let's say, an honorary title. It refers to a diocese that no longer exists. And since a titular bishop has no diocese to oversee, he can devote himself to handling other very important church affairs, like ordaining other prelates, for example, to maintain succession through the centuries down from the time of Christ and his apostles.
And this bishop came all the way here from whatever.
Sarepta, but I doubt he's ever been there. It used to be a bishopric in the days of the Apostolic Fathers in Phoenicia, near Israel, but it was ransacked by the Muslims. Now it's just a titular bishopric, and Yaroslav is the titular bishop.
Do you believe Johanka is really being visited by the Virgin Mary?
Well, yes, Henry, I do. The things she says and the way she speaks. She doesn't sound like herself at all. I know she can't read, so where else could she have got it? Frankly, I can't think of any other explanation within the bounds of this world.
It is interesting, isn't it? We asked this before.
What actually happened here?
Johanka told me you went to Uji.
Yeah.
But then he warned...
It sounds pretty serious.
It is. I'm afraid it could be very serious indeed.
Okay, well, change of plan.
Can't sleep again.
Learned about the Inquisition. So, he's in the monastery grounds. See, I really would have preferred to, like, actually, so, you know, get better, get all cleaned up and everything. Quite a good time to do it. Alright, hang on, I'm faffing here. But if we go into armor, yeah, I've sold that nice hat, haven't I? Oh, we still could take a potion though. Bad potion. Increases speech by 5 for 10 minutes. Looks like we'll need that. Our speech is 20, which is pretty good. But we are pretty dirty and beaten up and stuff. I don't think Henry would now just go and get a bath and then come back though. Charisma increase for 5. Yeah, I think we should use these two. Before I do though, I'm going to do something a little unusual and dart away for like 30 seconds. Because there's an alarm going off in the next room and it's really distracting. So give me a second. Sorry about that, sorry. Anyway, okay, so we should edit that out, but it's probably not worth it. It's only a couple of seconds, wasn't it? I'm sure you guys will understand. Okay, potions. Yes, potions. We're going to take the potions, don't you worry. Once I've found out where this guy is, because I don't want to take them and then spend, obviously, like 5 minutes looking for him. Apparently he's right, not there. There he is. Okay. I'm just having a couple of drinks before I talk to you, sir. So, the bad potion. Yum. Lower potion. Yum. Yeah, so then... well, I'm going up there, but I'm assuming it's working? I mean, the buffs are there. So... let's be charismatic and stuff, yeah?
Sir, I am...
Henry of Scarlet, from the garrison of the Royal Hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla. I've heard a lot about you, my son. I'm pleased to meet you.
Ah, good.
I'd rather we met under more pleasant circumstances, Monsignor, but I'm here to speak about Johanka.
Naturally. I'd be quite surprised if you hadn't come.
Okay, good.
How did you find out about Johanka?
Word came to me of what was happening here. That some young girl was claiming to speak for the Blessed Virgin. I traveled here immediately, as my duty demanded, and observed events in Sasau incognito, in order to examine the matter at first hand.
I see. Why did you have her imprisoned?
Because she broke the promise she made to me, and persisted in actions that bear the signs of heresy.
That's... I mean, if she said, okay, I'll stop, and then didn't... you can kind of see his point of view.
And what will happen to Johanka now?
I must weigh the gravity of her transgressions, and investigate these alleged visions of hers. I consider it very improbable that she is indeed being visited by the Blessed Virgin. Nevertheless, I cannot at this time rule it out entirely.
So you think it could be true? In that case, Johanka hasn't done anything wrong.
It's not that straightforward. Even if her visions were real, she was at fault for interpreting them as she saw fit and preaching to the people.
Fair enough.
So you decide just like that? But you don't even know Johanka.
I certainly do not decide just like that. I'm thoroughly examining the entire matter, and you would be well advised not to question my authority.
Yeah, I should have said
I
that,
will
but...
call Johanka and the witnesses, question them, and then pronounce a verdict.
Henry's pretty hot-headed, so,
And will there be anyone there to defend Johanka?
Do you doubt my judgment?
Well, I would never be so bold, sir. But surely it would be only just that someone should speak for Johanka about all her good deeds and so forth?
Naturally, I will also question those who would speak in her defense. Since you are interceding, I expect you have someone in mind?
Yes.
Actually, me.
As I surmised.
Huh.
But this matter does not directly concern you. Why should I allow you to appear before the court?
Well, here we go. Christian duty. So Radzig, that's actually all close, but, yeah, this one.
Johanka is my neighbour, and I have a Christian duty to come to her aid. I can't just stand by and do nothing.
I have to concur with you on that. Your concern seems sincere, so I will grant your request. Very well. You will defend Johanka. You may speak in her defense if you so wish, and you may also bring witnesses. I will question any such witnesses, and naturally I shall question Johanka too.
Thank you, Monsignor. In that case, I'll need to speak to Johanka first.
That won't be possible. It's forbidden by the Inquisition procedure. Until the entire matter is resolved, Johanka can speak only to me, and no one else.
Let's not question.
I would like to expedite the matter. The trial will take place in Sasau Church in 3 days' time at the latest. Come and let me know when you're ready to proceed. In the meantime, I will continue my investigation.
All right.
Very well, Monsignor.
Not quite as
Better get
simple
on
as
with it,
convincing him, then, is it?
Farewell.
Before you go, you know Johanka longer than anyone else. You spent a lot of time with her, as I've discovered. Tell me, my son, truthfully, what do you think of this whole affair?
She's honest. She helps people here. She is honest. She might be a little adult, I think. I don't know.
Johanka is an honest girl, and virtuous. She's a good Christian, who attends church and thinks of others.
Good. Please continue.
Johanka helped a lot of people. She worked her fingers to the bone helping Brother Nicodemus with the sick and injured.
That is certainly commendable. What else can you tell me about her?
She's worried about Matthias. He's from Skalitz too, and she's very fond of him. But he was wounded in a raid on Merhojed recently, and since then he's been lying in a fever. Johanka believes that if she does what the Blessed Virgin wants of her, Matthias might be healed.
That's cross.
Interesting. Anything else?
It's good how they've got them to cross themselves every time they say that. Should we just leave it there? Because this one's really obscure. The Virgin Mary, for what? Maybe it'll go on to another set. But I'm gonna stay out of that. I'm gonna stick to what I know.
That's about all I can tell you.
You speak of her as if she should be beatified. I find it hard to believe she's as saintly as all that. I have a feeling you're hiding something from me.
Well, before, in Skalitz, Johanka was sort of, well, just a simple village girl. I never imagined I'd hear her talking the way she does now. She's completely transformed.
A simple village girl. I see. Do continue.
Don't know whether, she doesn't treat everyone the same. Doesn't she? She's doesn't. I don't know. See I don't know what I'm saying with the Virgin Mary. I don't know what this is leading to.
About the Virgin Mary?
There was something else here though. Okay, right. Maybe he does believe it, There's not, everyone else seems to think it's true. Why wouldn't Henry? I think he does. He went on that pilgrimage. He didn't quite do it correctly, but he did it. And he's repeated and everything. So I think he does believe it.
I believe the Virgin does visit her. Johanka is honest. She wouldn't lie about such a thing. And the things she says sound truthful and compelling. It really does seem like a heavenly revelation. Who else could it be from? But the Virgin Mary.
Here's again.
The origin of these so-called visions of hers must be investigated. But thank you for your candor. Is there anything else you can tell me?
I'm going to leave out this one. I don't know what that's about, and I don't think it's true. No.
That's about all I can tell you.
Is that really everything?
What? Alright. I could lie. Probably the... I don't know what it's talking about, though. He doesn't... It's going to be a successful lie, isn't it? Let's just do it.
I have nothing more to add, Monsignor.
Very well. Thank you, my son. One more thing before you go.
Same.
Let me remind you that it's your Christian duty to report anything suspicious going on concerning the Church and the true faith, if you're aware of anything of the sort in these parts. If you prove yourself a commendable servant of the Church, I would also take that into account in judging Johanka's case.
All right, Monsignor. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll be with you.
Okay. Alright. So, we're going to go around Bailiff, Father Fabian, Brigadier Nicodemus, and Sir Sebastian. Okay. How'd you get up here? How are you going to get down? Awkwardly. Well, one of them is just here. But it's an easier one.
Brother Nicodemus.
You've heard something?
The Inquisitor has decided that Johanka will be tried, but he's agreed that I can defend her.
That's really quite unusual. It must mean he hasn't come to a clear conclusion yet.
Yes. I'll get her out of it.
I'm afraid it may not be that easy. The thing is, I expect Johanka will say the same things before the court that she's been preaching.
What are you saying?
Well, I've been thinking about what she's been saying, and it seems to me her preaching has a certain progression. Are you acquainted with the notion of the 3 orders of man?
Hell no.
Not really, no.
It's like this. It's said that everyone has their God-given place and purpose on earth. Laboratores, oratores, and bellatores. Those who work, those who pray, and those who fight. The common folk are born to work, to reap the fruits of the earth and to obey the laws of God and man. It is the purpose of the nobles to protect the people and the church against all dangers and to maintain peace and justice on earth. And the church in turn has the task of caring for the spiritual welfare of all, ensuring the salvation of their souls and bringing solace to the people in times of hardship, so that they can endure their earthly trials and enter the kingdom of heaven.
But what's all that got to do with Johanka?
Well, I noticed in her first sermon she primarily addressed the concerns of the common folk, and in the second, she criticized the nobility.
Ah. So you think she might start talking about the church?
Yes, I'm afraid she might. I dread to think how that might end up. Henry, you must warn her against that. She must show humility before the Inquisitor, and the wisest course would be to admit to being wrong. She's rather stubborn, but perhaps she'll listen to you.
Can't talk to her, though.
The Inquisitor said no one's allowed to see her.
No one except the Inquisitor's own men. You'll just have to think something up. I'm afraid Johanka's fate is mainly in your hands now. I'm relying on you.
See you later.
Right, these buffs that we have are really important. Need to keep them on. The other one is you, apparently. Oh, I know you. But I can't talk to you even though the game is telling me to. There we go. There we go.
Adela, the Inquisitor is going to try Johanka in court.
Oh, Lord. I hope she's acquitted. I was absolutely devastated when they took her away.
I need people to speak in her defense, and I'd like to ask you to do it.
I don't want to go there. Really. I'm afraid of that Inquisitor. But you helped me, and so did Johanka. It's only right that I should try and help her. But what am I supposed to say there? I'm just a simple village girl. I don't know anything about these things.
That doesn't matter. You just be yourself. It should be enough to talk about all the good Johanka does here, and how she helps others. I'll send for you if you're needed.
All right.
That's good, that, because
Thanks a lot.
there's a chance that you wouldn't get her on her quest, you know. So the fact that you have her and now can use her as a witness probably makes things easier. Wow, we've got loads of people to talk to. Ready with the trial. Oh, I didn't actually get his testimony, did I? I didn't actually ask him. Just blabbering on about the trial.
Witnesses can be summoned for Johanka's trial. So I wanted to ask you if you give a testimony. Maybe some learned speech in her defense?
I'd be glad to do it. Johanka deserves my help. Such testimonies could carry a lot of weight. You should try and get as many as you can.
I will. Bear in mind we've got a time limit as well. 3 days. Mind you, they're all in town, so that makes things considerably easier. Oh, to this git. Well, he is. He's a git. If it is who I think it is.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
Alright, he's been nice now. Oh, yeah. Well, let's do this first.
I have some...
business before other
choices.
business.
Let's have them. There are plenty of them. My lad, you're the wrath of God personified.
35 groschen. Yeah, and then this, which I completely forgot about.
I found this document in the woods by Sasau. Careful, it's a bit bloody.
Don't tell me those fools got themselves.
All but
To
one.
hell with it.
And did you come across any cumans?
Yep.
Yes. They're finished.
There now. It's not such a fuck-up after all. Here's some money for you. It was supposed to be for those idiots, but it seems they asked for 100 groschen more than they deserved.
Nice, okay. Alright, now that's over with.
I need something from you, sir. I suppose you heard that Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor and is facing charges of heresy.
I did, and it's most disturbing news.
What you might not know is that he's agreed that I can defend her at the trial.
You? Do you even know what to say?
No.
Well, I'm preparing for it. I'll think up something, don't worry. But I need you to testify at the court. In Johanka's defense, of course.
Naturally. You don't think I could just sit here and do nothing? Besides, the bishop has already insisted that I appear before the court.
Oh. All right.
One moment. I apologize if I was a little hasty.
Oh.
This whole affair has left me anxious. I appreciate that you want to defend her. However, I don't think it would have any effect. No offense, but I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything in court. I'm afraid the Inquisitor will judge as he sees fit, whatever anyone says. But I have an idea how you could help.
Oh? How's that?
Flee. With Johanka, of course.
Ooh.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sure Johanka will be acquitted by the court and everything will be alright. Running would just confirm the Inquisitor's suspicions.
Yeah.
And she'd always be looking over her shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't agree. As I said, I don't believe you can affect the outcome of the court. If Johanka flees, yes, she'll have to lie low for a while. But in time, it will all blow over. You can take her anywhere, as long as it's far enough from here.
The map isn't that
girl
big.
like that will always find her feet. She can easily hide out somewhere where she's not known. Maybe there could even be a place for her on my estate. Think about it. But whatever you decide, if Johanka comes to any harm, you'll have me to answer to.
Wow.
I'm very fond of her, and her of me, and I don't want anything to happen to her, understand? But if everything ends well, I'll show you my gratitude, I assure you. Goodbye.
I don't think we want to run off. Really? I don't think that's a great idea. I'm going to get all these testimonies first, and then look about trying to get in touch with Johanka. Only the Inquisitor's men. Alright, let's go into town. I'm gonna get some more potions when I'm there as well. Actually, let's have a look. Yeah, I've still got a bad potion, but I need a more potion. I need to buff myself up as much as possible. And it's, you know, it's... Once I've got the testimonies, it seems right that I should have a bath and get my garments fixed. Since I'm going to be in court, you've got to look your best, haven't you? Alright, I don't think anyone's at the inn, are they? Maybe one of them is, actually. Yeah. Ah, Pavel. Of course! I stole your hat, by the way, I'm sorry. There he is.
Goodman Pavel, you're still here. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Yes, still here, but not for long. I had some business to deal with, but now that's out of the way and I'm getting ready to leave. What was it you wanted?
You might have heard that Johanka was arrested by the Inquisitor and is facing trial.
Indeed, word has reached me. Poor girl.
I'd like to ask you to speak to the court in Johanka's defense.
Of course, Henry. You have my word. And the word of a burgher of Colleen ought to mean something. But to speak in defense of someone accused of heresy is no small matter. What do you want me to say?
The same thing you told me. That it was a sacred sign that you happened to be nearby when Johanka was speaking, and so on.
True. I'll tell the bishop that. You can rest assured.
Thank you very much. Please wait here a few more days for the court to convene, then I'll send for you.
All right. For Johanka's sake, I'll wait.
Hey. Gotta sit there and drink for a few days. God, it's gonna be a hardship. What a guy. We get potions there, really, do we? You get potions. You do get them there. Mind you, there's another in town. In town. On the way back out, I'll get a bath. Alright, lots of people around here.
From the wood, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all.
So, the bailiff. Oh, yeah. There's so Yanga's in the bailiff's place. Start over here because I'm gonna get my Oh no, I still can't. He's probably still not there. I need to get my clothes fixed. Maybe I should just buy a set of new ones. Can afford it, right?
God be with you, Henry.
Let's hope.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
Alright, let's buy a new outfit. New outfit. Alright, we need stuff that's good at high charisma. Fancy shirt. Charisma 10. Oh, there you go, that's better. Alright, we'll get that. One of them. We're gonna get dressed up for this. It's decided. We look amazing. Alright, 16, that works. I will get... Okay, we'll get those. Don't know what I've bought now. There's a noble's hood. Right, we'll get that. Actually, we'll get that instead. Anything with nobles and like stuff like that. Probably a good idea. Let's have a look at that. 13 there. Green outer vest. Yeah, that's what I've already got, isn't it? Oh, I can't wear the dress. Look amazing in a dress. That looks better. Alright, we'll get that as well. There's my 20. Alright, that'll do, I think. Let's just check our basket, see if we haven't got anything with the same thing. Well, they're different. Get that. Oh, damn it. No, it doesn't matter. I bought something I didn't need to. Oh, yeah. Now, I just bought an extra pair of pants. Never have too many pants.
I need your help with something. I'm sure you've heard. Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor.
Who hasn't? The whole of Sasso is talking about it. And the Inquisitor was asking around about her.
I'd like to ask you to appear before the court and say something in Johanka's defense.
I can't say I'm keen on going there. But Johanka helped me. And you did too. I think it's only right that someone should say something good about her.
Ah, thanks, Guta. I appreciate it. I'll send for you when it's time.
Take care.
Right, we'll do the church, then I'll probably call it a day for this episode.
Who is it?
It's just me.
Hey?
An armored man, like, charging at you, you know? Don't say you can't... Don't notice it. Good climax to the quest,
Father,
this.
The Inquisitor has had Johanka thrown in jail.
I know, son.
He's planning a hearing.
Rightly so. It's about time this whole matter was dealt with.
What do you think about it, then?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. The things Johanka has been preaching are, to say the least, disturbing. Who knows what these dreams are that she speaks of? And her words are only putting ideas in people's heads and leading them astray. Now, instead of going to church, as they should, they go to her in the false belief that they will find solace. It's creating a chasm between the people and the church and leading them away from the true teaching left to us by Christ. They're misguided and swamped in heretical ideas.
Where does this chasm thing come from?
But Johanka is no heretic. She's a good, kind girl who's only trying to do the right thing. I'll defend her.
Suit yourself. But mind you don't get ensnared in her fallacies, and leave it to the bishop to judge the matter.
Of course.
Take care.
All right then. Yeah, that's fair enough. Right. So next time I'm going to do this building. It seems there's two things to do in there, and it might be a bit more involved. So, but yeah, I like the way this is sort of shaping up. It looks like it's the last part of the quest. I wonder if the priest from Neuhof is going to join in as well. Our boozy priest.
Hey!
What? Alright, just before I go, let's see if either of you two have all that inn has potions.
God save. God be.
Nope.
Problems with stomach ulcers?
Don't think you do either, do you?
Bye.
Come on.
God be with you.
You just sell ingredients.
God be with you.
Go to the end. Oh, I tell you what, no, it's at the bath, isn't it? You'll just do ale.
God grant. Take care.
Oh, no, it's gonna hurt. I don't want to forget, you know. You know me. You guys know me. And maybe she'll actually be here this time. There she is. Where on earth were you last night? I was trying to...
God preserve you.
Right, I'll tell you what. Let's do everything here now. So we'll get that. We'll get that. Might as well buy both of them. We got anything else? Alright, we'll get that as well. We'll get some of these. Not much money, is it? And they're very good. Oh, these as well. Now I'm over encumbered.
I'd like to
So what are you in?
get myself fixed up.
I'm good luck.
Alright, let's get that sorted then. There might have a few holes in them, but they'll be clean. And we're over encumbered, like I said. So let's get rid of... Go straight to armor, yeah, because we've got all this stuff, but I wouldn't mind keeping this on me. I'll get rid of some of these, get rid of those. It's fine. Okay. So next time, we're going to head to the rat house to speak to the bailiff. Maybe speak to Johanka as well. But it's shaping up pretty intense. This it is pretty interesting how they've done this. It will be. I wonder whether we'll get some sort of resolution. I still wonder how she knew about that devil face on the shield. That's what's really intrigued me about this. See where that goes. All right then. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you soon. Till then. Thanks very much. Good luck.